my ears to lead me, and it led me to the steel band room. I just heard a sound and I literally just walked towards it. I was like, what is this melody? Hello everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Irkah, and this is the story of how I started to play steelpan. Okay, so to tell you the story of how I started to play steelpan, I have to go back before I even knew what a steelpan was and how I began music overall. So I was in different choirs, whether it was at school, different places. So I was always singing. I remember singing, and I went to my mommy and I was like, "Mommy, I think I want to start playing piano. And she was like, "Okay." I think I went and followed my friend. I started piano classes at this church that was near me, and I stopped for a little while. Then I started again in high school because my friend was going to piano classes, and it was right down the road from where I live. So I was like, okay, yeah, I want to play piano. She was playing piano. So she was playing piano at classes down the road from me, and I was like, okay, yes, period. I wanna do that. Yeah, so I started piano classes, and then I did them for a while. Did up to like grade 3 ABRSM practical and theory, probably like grade 4 theory and like grade 3 practical ABRSM. Yeah, if you guys know what ABRSM is, you know. I did that, and one thing to know about me, I was very active in school. Like I was doing a lot of clubs and societies, and that stayed with me. I was doing that from I was young, even though I'm just like a multi-potentialite. I mean, just a lot of stuff. So where was I? I was doing a lot. I was in school in a lot of clubs. I was doing taekwondo. I was doing like chess. I was doing swimming. I was doing so many things, and piano and music was one of the things that just remained kind of constant. A lot of the things I stopped doing them, and I started to do them again, and I stopped doing them. But music and piano and singing, they all kind of stuck with me. How I even start care about pan. So at my high school, they have a lot of clubs. They go for the challenge one time. I'll insert a picture of me when I was younger. High school was a baby. I literally had no canines. I was so cutie. I was very cute in high school. Anyway, I don't remember how it even happened, but when school ends, people would gather around the trees and the benches and different areas like that. We would just hang out, and it was cute. And I think I just come into the school maybe, I don't know, I was either in 7th or 8th grade, and I was already a part of the choir. I was doing swimming, and for me, the Wonder Child thing in The Sims, I think my mommy low-key wanted me to kind of have a lot of skills, and anything that piqued my interest, I would gravitate towards that, and she would just she wanted me to be very active and all-rounded. Anyway, I was doing a lot of things, and I think I was walking around the campus. I was close to the gate, and how Holy Child setup is there's a field in the middle, and you can walk all the way around. Anyway, I was walking probably near the entrance exit, and I hear this sound, and it's not a sound that I recognize, and I don't even know if I knew what song was being played at the time. I just heard a sound, and I literally just gravitated towards the sound. I literally just walked towards it. Curiosity. If you hear something that's new, you're gonna walk towards it. I allowed my ears to lead me, and it led me to the steel band room, where I first discovered pan. I've never seen the instrument before. I was like, what is this melody? Wow, that was over 10 years ago. That was over 15 years ago, actually. Wave. Time flies. Yeah, my ears led me to the steel band room, and I think it was either Thursday or Friday, because I remember the band practiced on Thursdays and Fridays, and they usually change the times or the dates. Anyway, I went to practice. At first actually I just sat. I sat in the room, and I just watched them practice. I don't even know if I asked the question. It was so long ago. I don't even remember if I asked the question what days you practice. I just remember being there and just present and just observing. And then one day, my now best friend, Rashane, she said, "You want to learn?" Or something like that. "You want to join?" Or something like that. I don't know. Like, you want try, you know? And try I did. I did. I think I was a bit hesitant. I was like, me, like, you can't be talking to me. And I think because I was just sitting there and coming, like, I didn't even ask the question if I could join. Mind you, I think I had already been a part of the choir for a little bit. So yeah, I eventually learned a first song. I don't remember what it was. I just remember loving it, and I remember starting on guitar. Honestly, I moved all around the steel band. I was about to say panyard, but it wasn't really a panyard. It was just like a steel band room. But a panyard, yeah, a place where pans are set up. Oh, I could put the definitions of the stuff I'm saying. Oh yeah, by the way, did I tell the people I moved? I didn't tell the people that I moved, but yeah, my room looks so clean, people, but I'm not. It's not clean at all. Anyhow, that enough of that little tangent. So yeah, I played from mostly 8th grade or 7th grade all the way up till I left in 11th grade. And so it reached now the time for me to go to college, like choose what I wanted to do. And I had already, so when you're exiting high school in 10th grade, you like choose your subjects. So you have C6 subjects and you choose your subjects. You have different categories like sciences, business, and like arts and vocations. Arts and vocations is what I did. I had classes like clothing and textiles, like there was a choice between clothing and textiles and technical drawing, and I chose clothing and textiles. And there was a choice between music and drama, and I did music. And of course I did math, English. What else I chose? I think it was integrated science, something else, I don't remember. Anyway, I was already in that field, and it was time for me to go to college. It was time for me to go to university, and I was like, boy, I'm gonna know if you take fit, man. I don't know if it's in the plans for me to go abroad. So I was like, let me choose music. Let me just do it. And so I was like, Edna, okay. And like a lot of the music teachers who came to do like their teaching practice at Holy Childhood, they would have come from Edna. So I was like, okay, that's a choice. And I think I did go them like, not them summer school, but like a open day, something like that. And I did say like, okay, that's an option. So yeah, it was the time for me to choose what I was doing. And like with Edna, you need to have a principal instrument, basically. You need to have something that you specialize in. And for me, I've been doing like 3 things: voice, piano, and steel pan. And I was like, boy, I didn't have as much confidence in my voice back then as I do now. Even though I would have been going to a school to learn, I was like, right now I don't think I want to sing. And plus, enough singers out there. Like, it's such a multitude of singers and vocalists in the space. So I was like, maybe not singing. I can do singing anyway. I also had a piano, but I wasn't really as good. I didn't want to do piano because for the music education degree, my mom really wanted me to do music education. And for that degree, you would need to do classical piano and performance people, the jazz piano. I was like, I don't want to do voice. I don't want to do piano. So, okay, let me go to Edna and play steel pan. I was like, okay, I could do steel pan. So I did that, and I did some lessons, and I got my steel pan skills up to par. I was like doing an actual song, and I did my audition, and yeah, there's this history. And I did my degree in music education, honors. I got honors. I graduated, boy. Thank you. I'm very grateful that I made it through school. Also, I did my degree through the pandemic. Yeah, I did my degree during the pandemic, and that was very hard. That was very rough, but I did it, and I'm happy that I chose steel pan. I'm very grateful for what my life will be like in the future with pan and with voice and piano, because I teach in like piano classes now. I've taught a voice class before, but yeah, I'm excited to see where my life will take me with music overall. But yeah, that's me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hello my loves, thanks so much for watching. If you liked the video, please like it, and don't forget to comment and subscribe. See you.
He done.